Who created this world? Who runs this universe? What is Jainism's perspective on the universe? So in this episode of Basics of Jainism, we are going to discover who created this world or who runs this world according to Jain philosophy. Stay tuned till the end of this video to know the answer. And don't forget to subscribe Jain Media English YouTube channel. Point number 1. Concept of God in Jainism. First, let us revise the concept of God in Jainism. As we discovered earlier, according to Jainism, God is not a creator nor he runs the world, but a perfected soul free from all 8 karmas. By overcoming the biggest enemies of the soul, that is attachment and hatred, rag and dvesh, by shedding the 8 forms of karma, a soul sheds its imperfections and attains its purest form, becoming a Siddha Paramatma, that is liberated soul. Thus, not only Tirthankars, but any soul who achieves moksha is considered Siddha Paramatma or God in Jainism, as even Tirthankars themselves walked the same path. We will learn more about karma and Tirthankars in the future. So the main question arises here: who created this world or who runs this world? Point number 2. According to Jainism, no one has created this world and no one runs this world. The world runs on the concept of soul and karma. The soul does the work and the karmas give support to the soul, and that's how the world runs. But many people in this world believe that God created this world or runs it. If we believe this, then many questions arise before us, such as, if God created this world, then what is his purpose? God is considered to be merciful, right? If God created this world, then why did he create things that cause suffering to living beings? Why did he create violent, cruel, merciless and bad people in this world? If we say that God has created such bad people, then will not God be considered as merciless? If God is embodied, that is, if God has a body, then who created his body? And if we consider God to be disembodied, that is bodiless, then how can he create something which has a physical form or physical world while being formless himself? In this world, we normally see that guilty person is punished. Who is the one who punishes the guilty? If God is the one who punishes, then why didn't he stop the criminal from committing the crime itself? If the police see someone committing a crime with their own eyes and do not try to stop them, then the police will also be called criminals. In the same way, if God also allows people to commit crimes, then how can we call God as the supreme judge? Should he not stop crimes from happening? Is it not God's duty to ensure peace and harmony in the world created by him? If God punishes living beings according to their deeds, that is karmas, then where is God's freedom to punish? If punishment is given according to karmas, then only deeds will be important, not God, right? This only proves that a person will get the same result as the karma he does. One shall reap what they sow. If we assume that a God created this world, then another big question arises. For example, when an ordinary person starts his own company, he ensures that the employees follow the rules of the boss or company. Otherwise, he fires them out of the company. But in this world, we can see that different people have different beliefs and different people worship different powers as God. Now, here the question arises on God himself. If God created this world and if God also created people, then why do not all people devote themselves to one power? Everyone has different beliefs, and there are some people who do not have belief at all, who are known as atheists. We respect everyone, but Jainism has a different belief on this subject. Point number 3. In short, when we think deeply about these questions, we will come to know that no one has ever created this world and no one runs this world as well. Jainism rejects the concept of a single, all-powerful God who controls the world's destiny. The universe operates through principles of dravya, that is substances, gun, that is qualities, paryay, state, and the concept of karma. These principles dictate the ever-changing nature of the cosmos. According to Jain philosophy, the universe, along with its fundamental elements, that is souls, matter, space, time, and principles of motion, has always existed and will continue to exist eternally. It's not a creation, but an ongoing process. We will learn about these principles in detail in further episodes. Point number 4. So, who runs the world? According to Jainism, the world isn't run by a single entity. It's a complex interplay of individual karma. Each soul's actions and choices create karmic consequences, influencing its experience in the cycle of rebirth. Natural laws, the inherent principles mentioned earlier, govern the functioning of the universe. Cosmic cycles. Jainism describes cyclical periods of prosperity and decline, with no single ruler remaining in power forever, which is known as Avsarpini and Utsarpini time cycle. We will learn about this also in future. This world has been going on since time immemorial and will continue till time immemorial. This world has no beginning and no end, so no one has created this world. Point number 5. Then, what is the role of Tankar Patmas, who are known as God in Jainism? Instead of creators, Jainism acknowledges extraordinary enlightened souls called as Tankar Patmas who establish the path of liberation from time to time, and they themselves attain liberation as well. These souls, like the 24th Tirthankar Mahavir Swami, didn't rule the world but served as spiritual guides. So, to summarize, Jainism emphasizes individual responsibility for one's destiny and liberation through ethical conduct and spiritual practices. There is no external force controlling the universe, but an underlying order maintained by natural laws. In a nutshell, the world runs on karma. So, in the next episode, we will discover about soul and its existence in this world. Stay tuned for stunning discoveries about Jainism. Jai Jinshasan, Jai Mahavir.